Guys, it's Chrissy with Chrissy's Divine Design Tarot, and today we are doing a reading for Henry Cavill. All right, now this has been a requested reading with several questions that this viewer wants me to ask about Henry. So let's get started with the first question. Is the relationship with Natalie real? We're going to do 3 cards for each question. Let's see what comes up here. All right. I'm kind of getting with this. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, I'm kind of getting with this. Like, I'm kind of getting with this. There's boundaries that may have been crossed here in regards to somebody's vision of what they thought this relationship would be. So, is the relationship real? I feel like there has, but it may have been where they've gotten together and broke up, and gotten together, and maybe broke up. So there's maybe some issues going on here. So are they really engaged? Let's find out here. There's been a conversation. Of course, this may be about some. Hmm, okay. So I'm kind of getting with this. There might be a conversation that was had. Maybe this was manifested. Um, Somebody maybe trusted in something here, but was maybe let down on this. So are they really engaged? I'm kind of getting that they may be discussing this. Um, this may be where there may be a bit here where, because of this Four of Swords here, this is kind of previous pain that they maybe have had. It's almost like they're having a conversation of things here. They still want to invest in one another, but maybe it's almost like a rescuing here. I'm getting like trying to rescue or save this um engagement to clearly invest in this. But how about let's look at when are they planning a wedding, or if it's going to happen, when is it secret from the public? Are they planning it now? So let's just see, when are they going to have this marriage? It's uncertain here about when they're going to do this. They may have a vision of when this may be, but there's a little uncertainty. They maybe can't agree on a date um, for this. So they may be still talking about when this is going to happen. Uh, I kind of feel like whatever this vision is, that it might be something they're keeping secret from the public on this building of this relationship, of this wedding. So they are doing something here in regards to this Ace of Pentacles. Now, this is part of this manifestation that's here. Um, there might be an opportunity here for them to do this, but they are keeping it a bit of a hush hush here with the moon. So they may not be letting anybody know when this is going to come about, when they're going to, they may be building this now. They might be planning it now. Is it secret from the public? Yes, it will be. And yeah, they're maybe uncertain about the date, or if it is going to happen. They're not going to tell anybody yet. It might be after they're already said and done. So let's see about the baby. Is the baby Henry's baby? We have Ten of Cups. This is long-term Hierophant and the Three of Cups. Okay. So it looks like with this is a long-term commitment going through here, a happily ever after type of situation. Marriage might be, mm, I'm almost getting like a very traditional type of sense of a wedding, to do right by Natalie if she's already had a baby. So this celebration's going to happen, and this may be that yes, this is his baby, and he's going to do right by her by going forward with this celebration and getting married to make an honest woman of her, is what I'm getting. I don't know. Yeah, it's really traditional. Maybe traditional, their parents may be kind of like pushing for this almost. I'm feeling like it's almost like back in the day, if you got pregnant, you bam, you were having a shotgun wedding, no questions asked. You're going down the aisle. You're going to do right by my daughter type of energy that I'm picking up here. And it may have been a bit of a disappointment for mom and dad if they haven't gotten married and they've already had a baby together. But nowadays, it's much more relaxed in regards to that. It's not the shotgun wedding, but I feel like they still want them to get married, um, and still do right by my daughter, kind of thing. So, um, even if they didn't do it before the baby was born, as long as they get married at some point, kind of thing, right? So it's kind of what I'm getting here. Was the baby a baby trap? Let's see here. Well, there's some truth coming through with the tower. May have been unexpected, but a blessing in disguise, kind of thing. So I'm almost getting with this that it was a sudden thing. With the Queen of Swords, this was no baby trap. This was unexpected. Boom, baby spirit just dying. But it was accepted in a blessing in disguise with that Wheel of Fortune. This is something that's he may be holding close to his heart. Has that Wheel of Fortune here, and this is um, wanting that family. This is that Wheel of Fortune and that gift, or if you will, fate, unexpected. So, in that tower, this is sudden. This was not something that was planned. I feel like it may have been and there's truth here. So to me, this is kind of saying that this was not a trap. This was not to trap Henry. This was just unexpected. So and it's not a fake pregnancy. There was actually is a baby about this. So why hide a relationship for 2 years with Natalie? So why was it hidden? Right. Okay. So, in a perfect world, especially being a celebrity and that public recognition here is playing a big part here, kind of not really wanting anybody to get in between what they have going on here, this balance. They didn't want to have their balance kind of off kilter here. Of course, that stardom coming and that public recognition, they really didn't want anybody uh, putting off what they had together here in regards to this. So they wanted to keep things balanced here with the Two of Pentacles. So it's kind of those financial opportunities maybe were better for him by being classed as single. Better PR, better keeping it a hush hush. It's almost like two birds, one stone, and it's like this way he still gets the roles of being on his own as a reason to hire him. But on the other hand, for her side of it, um, not anybody's trying to disrupt this balance of what they have together. So let's just see here. Is this initially a PR stunt that turned real? So let's just see. Was this for the PR? No. I'm getting no, no. This was for success on for him. And of course for her it was to keep things on the down low so she wasn't getting any negative feedback from possibly fans here. She's coming up as a sweetheart, nurturing and kind. So, and this ending of initially a PR stunt, I don't feel like that's kind of saying no to me. That's not how this went down. It was for success, a public win, and it's that to to have her uh, I feel like this was a protection kind of situation here, protecting her from any bad publicity or having her name dragged through the mud or whatever the case is when it comes to being in the public realm. Let's see here. Um, okay. This is kind of interesting. Okay. Is there a secret physical sexual relationship with a YouTube tarot reader? So let's just see if there is a stepping out here. Okay, we have the Emperor on the fence here. Interesting that flew out like that. Okay. I'm kind of getting here. This is somebody's imagination. This is what they're thinking about some type of betrayal or kind of shady ass behavior about what's going on with that Nine of Swords here as well. This is kind of to keep things. Okay, so this is imaginary, is kind of what I'm getting. This was somebody thinking this up to deceive others about going forward towards him. There was some type of worry that they might be found out even. I feel like this is like um, just shady, kind of, so that nobody's going to move forward on this. This was a concern. Maybe it's almost like a fight to be right, actually, is kind of what I'm getting here. Somebody's thought something up and is trying to say that this might be whoever this tarot reader is and saying that it might be them, this YouTuber. I feel like that is not true. There's shadiness here. There's a worry about people going forward towards him or not believing this shady betrayal. Um, interesting. So whatever's being said about a tarot reader, and this is maybe all in their head, just so people I don't know what this is, why they're doing this, but it's clearly not true. And with that being on the fence, I'm feeling like this is Henry and they're thinking shit up here in order to move forward, maybe even to promote their channel or make themselves look better than what they actually are. They're quite insecure with this Nine of Swords. I don't know who we're talking about here. And I'm not calling anybody out or making any, you know, this is kind of what it's saying to me here. So, um, let's move on. I don't know who this is. So is Henry posting on IG himself? Let's just check. Is Henry posting on IG himself? I just saw 1515 judgments, 10 of wands, and high priestess. Okay. I feel like there's closure here. Somebody putting down the burdens and using their intuition. So I feel like this is not him posting IG. I don't know what IG is. IG must be a platform or something. I feel like uh, definitely this may have been some type of mystery that you're trying to figure out here. Um, But whatever mystery this is about him posting, I feel like that with the Ten of Wands here, this there's too many obligations and deadlines for him to be doing this. With the Judgment here, this is kind of suggesting this is hmm, interesting. It's kind of suggesting to me that there's some type of closure that's needed here. Somebody's putting the wands down. With that high priestess there too. I mean, this is maybe somebody says it's secret or not everybody knows about this and it's some type of secret romance or something. Um, but that's just not true either. This is kind of suggesting there's some type of closure here that you need, or somebody is needing to hear about this mystery of somebody saying that this is what's going down when it really isn't. So let's see, is his post managed by Natalie? Is it Natalie posting these things, or is she telling him what to post? We kind of already know that he's maybe not doing that. So let's just see here what comes through. Okay, we've got a lot of fives here. Five, six, five. Okay, five of wands, six of swords, and five of swords. Whatever competing conflict of opinions that's going on here between uh this could be the fans here of Henry's. With that six of swords here, I'm kind of I'm kind of getting that this is kind of an emotional thing that's going on, that this conflict holds here. Maybe an argument and no, I'm right, no, I'm right. This thing about being right is here. I don't know what this is. This is like conflicting, huge conflict here about in order to escape this or moving on to calmer waters of being able to say one way or another, no, this isn't, this is like a fight to be right, something about a fight to be right going on here. So I don't feel like he's I don't feel like he is posting on IG. I feel like whoever is saying this is kind of challenging other people to kind of say, no, this isn't what's going on. Wow, look at my candle. It's like totally um I'm really picking up a lot of conflicting energy here, and it's like, no, I'm right. No, you're right. It's like, wow. Um and this he's not even posting it, but somebody's saying he is. And this is where this conflict's coming up for this. It's almost like no, 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 no. And it's like, no, I'm right. No, I'm right. No, I'm right. And it's like, prove it. And I don't know what this is. Like, this is interesting. um, wow. Okay, so why is Henry hiding his dog Cal from his friends? Oh, is he hiding his dog? Let's see. All right, we got the lovers. We have the sun. Wow, this dog really makes him happy. And the Four of Wands. I love it. He really loves this dog. I feel like this is like a kindred spirit here. This is interesting because it's like this dog is at peace and resting. It's almost like very unreal energy coming through on this. He just loves that dog so much. Why is he hiding the dog? Um, it's not really clear why he is, just that there's a lot of love for the dog, and maybe he doesn't. Uh, I'm almost feeling like it's the resting and the at peace here. It's like, hmm, interesting. It's almost like, uh, um, there's a lot of joy here. There's nothing to hide, though. It's like it's nothing to hide about this love for this dog. And it's almost like the dog just likes to be at home. Maybe it's an older dog, maybe it doesn't have a lot of energy. If it's a younger dog, I feel like there's just so much love for this dog. Wow. I want to get one more card for this because it's not really telling me why he would be hiding it other than there's so much love for this dog. Maybe he doesn't want to share the dog. Let's just see. Let's see here. Why is he not bringing his dog to his friend's house or whatever? Not letting anybody see the dog? I don't get that. The world. Okay, so, interesting. If that shows up. It's almost like, hmm, I'm almost getting like, hmm, doesn't want anything to happen to the dog. And it's almost like the dog is very charming and happy and doesn't want anybody maybe influencing the dog, or I don't know what this is. It, it could be that it's close to the end of its days if it's older. If it's not, it could just be that it just doesn't want anything to happen, or where they lose the dog, or somebody opens the door and the dog gets out, or I don't know. There's something to do with an ending or completing something here. Um, this is kind of like hmm, being responsible has to do with being responsible about something. Doesn't It's trying to be responsible about the pet. I don't know. That doesn't want anything to happen to the dog. That dog is his life. Is like his best friend. Hmm. Interesting. Maybe I should get two more cards on this. He's invested a lot. This is a long-term dog. Like this is wow. Okay. Well, it's almost like wow. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, he doesn't want it. He sees this dog as a reward, or it's so rewarding with this dog. Doesn't want that anything to happen to the dog. Doesn't want those rewards being taken away. With and I mean, he really does feel like he's got everything on the right path. That he feels good about himself as showing up. Like he's got so much already, and that wealth and power providing for the dog. He's invested in that dog long term. This is uh this is like patience and planning. It's- Whatever is paid off. This is a long-term outlook on this dog that he's invested in. He's really in it for this dog. He loves this dog. Wow. All right, we're gonna not do all of the questions because there's so many, but maybe we'll even do a part two on this. So let's see, does Henry's family truly like Natalie? Wow, okay. Let's see. Wow, so there's been a conversation about her for sure, regarding her. Now, with the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles coming out here, it's like I kind of one of those divine couples, they see her as a match for their son in the sense that she can provide for herself, uh, especially when it comes to conversation, with that passionate conversation or optimism, maybe even enthusiasm, inspiration here. There's conversations with that Knight of Wands. There's like inspired action here when it comes to her. So I feel like this might be all good in regards to the family accepting her. They may have talked about this for a while, and I feel like this is more um that that child needs to have your name, or you need to marry her. We want our grandchild to be with us, or I don't know what this is. This is kind of saying that they've talked about her in length by the looks of it. So let's just see what else there is here. Are they just putting up with her because of their son? Let's see. Okay. Well, they're still talking about this. It might be a new opportunity for Pentacles here. This is kind of they might be kind of cautious when it comes to their son, specifically to do with finances. Uh, but they might be healing some type of um, conversation that may have been had with their son. So I feel like this isn't just to put up, they aren't just putting up with her. I feel like they've talked in length about her, maybe about motive and whether she was trying to get pregnant on purpose and all of that. I feel like that was a conversation for sure. With the Four of Pentacles here, though, I kind of feel like there is some type of cautious, but there needs to be stability for there's the son of Henry's. So, did I say son? Did she have a boy? I don't even know. I'm getting son. So if it's a girl, there might be a second child because I am getting son. And if it's just the one and it is a son, then it's about the son. Four of Pentacles, though, is kind of saying that this is that caution in regards to this. And they may have had to swallow this with this hermit here. Um, they may have been soul searching about this or introspect here in regards to this. There's conversations, but they may have healed this and let that go. So I kind of feel like this is kind of saying that they truly do like her. And they're not just putting up with her. I feel like they may connect with her, but they definitely are cautious about their son. So they might be reserving how they feel about her if they have any concerns. I feel like that isn't being spoken, or if it is being spoken, because we do have conversations here, it's done in a positive way. Okay. So what time do we have? I'm gonna maybe do one more. Why is Henry ignoring fans? Let's see. The truth. Wow. We have Ace of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, and Ace of Cups. Wow. All right, so he's building his legacy. He's in love and he's trying to be truthful here when it comes to things. I feel like whatever success that's coming through, I feel with the Ten of Pentacles here, this is I don't feel like this is kind of personal to the fans. I don't feel like he's ignoring the fans. He's just living life. And life may be that he has no idea. He might be getting clarity about this. But he's looking at that long-term stability and relationship in when it comes to love. And I feel like he feels like he's very blessed. So when it comes to fans, I feel like he still loves his fans. Especially because his fans are making him get to where he needs to be with that legacy. And I feel like he loves his fans. I don't feel like he's trying to ignore anybody in particular. I feel like he just doesn't do social media. A lot of the celebrities don't, and for a reason, because people steal their pictures and say that they're them and they're not. So be careful of that. If people are saying that they are a celebrity, good chances are they're not. So let's just see here about intuition. All right. What's Henry's intuition saying about Natalie and right now? Knight of Cups. He wants to romance her. He's in love with her. There is romance here. There is love. And what about Natalie? All right, Temperance. So I feel like she's waiting. That she's in flow. There's a life purpose here. She's at peace with what's going on as it is right now. And if they are, it does look like they are getting married. When that will be determined. It's uncertain to the public, so they are building on that. And then we have the King of Cups. I feel like with this is that emotional kind of coming through with that emotionally balanced. I feel like they both are. And it's coming to a point now where there's some type of understanding in regards to moving forward with this wedding. Now, let's find out what the attributes are. Oh, when it comes to his person now he might show up as tall. It might be her. Braids, medium hair, mixed eye color. I don't know. I don't know what Natalie looks like, so I've never looked her up. I don't like to do so because I want the cards to tell me. I don't want any preconceived notions or know about too much because then that way, when I read the cards, I don't want that to influence how I read the cards. I rather not know and then read the cards to say what's showing up for me and what my intuition's telling me and how I'm getting the messages. All right, let's get one more here. We got facial hair. I don't know if he has facial hair. Maybe he's got a beard, mustache. Maybe there's green eyes involved. Maybe there's mixed colored eyes. This could be him too. And an average build and a young looking face. And I don't know if she's blonde or not. Maybe the baby's blonde. I don't know. Maybe the baby's got blue eye or green eyes. Maybe it's got mixed colored from the parents, one blue, one green. I don't know. I have no idea. So it doesn't have to be, but if this is kind of resonating for what Henry looks like, what Natalie looks like, or what their child looks like, then yeah, then it is. But if it's not, then it doesn't have to be. I mean, whatever. Who knows? I like to just throw these in for fun, so it doesn't have to stick really, unless it does. All right, you guys, take care, stay blessed, and we will do a part two to the next part of Henry and the questions that's being asked from this requester, this person that is requesting this reading. So, any case, check out for part two for this series for Henry's journey here. All right, you guys, take care, stay blessed, and we'll see you next time. Later.